My favorite dish on our menu is the steak look lak. It almost didn't make the menu. It was such a controversial thing to have that people may take offense to this because it's not look lak beef. The steak is a great representation of us because we essentially took this classic dish and we breathed some new life into it. Normally it's diced up, and you know what, there's nothing wrong with that, but I think if I brought a beautiful cut of meat and I hacked it to bits, there's a little bit of I'm not doing it justice, you know? Like, why do I get an expensive cut of meat if I plan to serve it this way? So, hence why the whole steak idea came through, because hey, it's a great cut for steak. Why don't we serve it as a steak with the same flavor profile, with the same technique and caramelization? Look lak means shaken. So we're just doing a shaken steak. We still shake it in the pan, right? But it's a steak. The pressure is high. I mean, every time I see a Vietnamese person walk in here, I'm automatically like on edge. I'm like, man, this better remind them of home, or I'm not doing my job properly, per se, right? I mean, you have a bowl of pho, you can be like, ah, it's a bowl of pho. But if I serve them a steak and they take a bite and they go, oh, look lak, you know, I've done, you know what I mean? That's a huge win for me. I can go home, I can sleep at night now. The interesting thing about the lunch lady is we were sitting there on an afternoon, and while we were watching her close up, we realized that the neighbors, the surrounding people around her, started preparing. They were opening up for dinner service. And so we're like, wow, this is a great way to talk about the rest of Vietnam, the neighborhood. So essentially what we have for dinner is showcasing the neighbors of the lunch ladies. We're showcasing the street food. The heart and soul of our food is obviously Vietnamese, and we paid very careful attention to pay homage to the technique as well as the origins of where each dish came from. The steak is a great representation of us because we essentially took this classic dish and we spun it in our own way, so that's probably why it's one of my favorite dishes on our menu.